Family Justice Center is one safe place where victims of domestic and sexual violence can access services from many different providers who provide services in a coordinated way, ensuring the safety and security of victims. On site, we'll have law enforcement partners, nonprofit services, government services, and healthcare services as well. In this video, you'll hear from all the different community resources that will be available on site at the Family Justice Center. As a community, Buncombe County is committed to preventing domestic and sexual violence. The Family Justice Center serves as a central point in that mission. Communities where Family Justice Centers have been implemented have eliminated duplication of resources, have seen increased arrests and prosecution of offenders. Victims in those communities report decreased fear and anxiety and increased safety. And ultimately, those communities have seen a reduction in domestic and sexual violence. We know that by working together, Buncombe County will see those results as well.
My name is Angelica Wind, and I'm the Executive Director of Our Voice, Buncombe County's Rape Crisis and Prevention Center. Since 1974, Our Voice has provided free and confidential services to survivors of sexual assault, primary and secondary, ages 13 and up. Our Voice's role in the Family Justice Center is to continue to provide our intervention services to survivors of sexual assault. We are also focusing as well with the prevention efforts.
Hi, I'm April Burgess Johnson. I'm the Executive Director for Helpmate. Helpmate is Buncombe County's nonprofit that provides services to victims and survivors of domestic violence. We work with people not only in the crisis stage, but to help support them through the long-term healing process after the trauma of domestic violence. Our core services include a 24-hour emergency hotline. We also offer a shelter for people who are fleeing their homes because of domestic violence. We have comprehensive case management services to help people meet the practical needs that they have to support their daily lives. Things like finding new employment, securing housing, making sure that they have child care, and taking care of day-to-day financial needs. We have a comprehensive counseling program that's available in both English and Spanish, like all of our other services, as well as several group offerings, including both support groups and psychoeducational groups. We have a court advocacy program, so if somebody is serving as a state's witness in a criminal trial that involves domestic violence, or they need a domestic violence protective order, which is sometimes called a restraining order, we can support people through that process. Finally, we have community education programs designed not only for professionals who interact with victims of domestic violence, but also for general community members. So if you're a member of a church group, of a civic organization, or of any other group of people that would like information about domestic violence, please contact us.
The forensic nurses are specially trained nurses who have been trained how to do sexual assault examinations, which include evidence collection, checking for injuries, documenting injuries. We also do exams for victims of domestic and intimate partner violence, and we also do strangulation examinations. When a victim comes to the Family Justice Center, the forensic nurses will be notified, and we're going to escort the victims back to our new clinic. And what we will do is provide a safe, confidential, and private, free forensic examination and limited treatment for victims of sexual assault and domestic violence. The benefits of the victims coming to the Family Justice Center is the cut down on the wait time, and the more expedient exams will be done. As long as a victim comes to the Justice Center and does not need additional medical treatment, then they can have the forensic examination completed right away, and we will personally escort them back to our clinic and perform the exam, and it cuts the wait time down extremely.
I'm Jeff Sodoli. I'm the Executive Director at the Mountain Child Advocacy Center. It's a child-friendly environment where we deal with all the abuse and neglect cases in the county involving children. And so we provide multiple types of services, mental health services, family advocacy services. We also work to do the forensic interview, which helps interview the child once rather than multiple times. And that way there's less impact. We do reduce the possibility of trauma with kids. We also do child medical exams through a pediatric service that we use with Mission Children's Hospital. So our role in the Family Justice Center is the children's piece, because when the adults show up, they're going to be coming with kids, and those kids are going to have issues that are related to the experiences that those adults had. So again, we're going to work with those children, make sure we evaluate what's going on, what needs are they going to have, what services then need to be provided. And the advocacy piece, obviously advocating for what's best for the child, what's best for the family, and trying to get whatever is needed to help them kind of make it through the situation that they're going through at whatever level it is.
Hi, I'm Julia Horrocks. I'm a staff attorney at Pisgah Legal Services, and I provide civil legal representation for survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault here in Buncombe County. Pisgah Legal Services is a regional organization in Western North Carolina addressing poverty. We provide free legal aid to low-income families to help them meet their most basic needs, such as protection from abuse, housing, and access to benefits and health care. We have 17 staff attorneys and utilize more than 300 generous volunteer attorneys. Pisgah Legal Services' purpose at the Family Justice Center is to increase access to our services by providing a safe and accessible place for survivors. We would enhance the quality of our services by collaborating closely with our sister agencies and identify other of Pisgah's services that may be available to survivors in addition, including advice on housing or benefits. We would also minimize the burden on victims to seek safety from their abusers.
Hello, I'm Sergeant Ben McKay with the Buncombe County Sheriff's Office.
And I'm Sergeant Joe Silberman with the Asheville Police Department. We are both representing the on-site law enforcement partners at the Family Justice Center.
As partners, we work very closely to bring you the best police services possible.
We both lead a thorough investigative team specializing in sexual assault, child abuse, and domestic violence investigations. We could assist you in pursuing misdemeanor or felony charges, provide counsel for the decisions you will need to make while participating in an investigation. We want to help you achieve a positive and safe outcome.
We also provide reporting services that thoroughly document an event utilizing on-site experts in both physical and digital forensic services. We provide civil process assistance with the service of 50B domestic violence protection orders.
We provide law enforcement victim services to keep you informed with certain case updates, possible compensation options, referrals to services outside the Family Justice Center, and provide crisis intervention. Besides working closely together, we also work closely with the Buncombe County Department of Health and Human Services and Mission Hospital. At your request, we could work with other on-site partners such as Helpmate and Our Voice.
Confidentiality is very important to us. We will discuss with you what we are required to disclose to the courts and other agencies whenever possible to keep you informed in your decisions.
For you to request any of our services, it is as easy as speaking with our uniformed officers at the front desk of the Family Justice Center. If you cannot come to us and you wish to request our services, please feel free to call our business number. For emergencies, call 911.
The Buncombe County Family Justice Center really takes all our multidisciplinary teams and brings us together to focus on the victim. and the family of the victims, to where we don't induce more stress or more of a hardship to take them through the criminal justice system.
The Family Justice Center's importance in our community is one that has been long overdue. It's one where no longer will the survivor have to travel to 15 different places to access services. The survivor will be able to come to one space, and we, the service providers, surround ourselves around the survivor and ask, what is it that you need, and how is it that we can help get you there?
The victims can feel safe. They're going to get expeditious care, an expeditious exam. All the support systems will all be under one roof, and we are just a phone call away. It decreases their fear, decreases their anxiety, and also it helps to hold the offenders accountable.
The real beauty of how the Family Justice Center is working together is you have all these multiple components that are addressing these multiple needs that these families are going to be dealing with. And there's going to be multiple people here that are going to be asking them. They may have needs that they even even considered, but they're going to be have those services available in a one-stop, one situation.
We're grateful for the Buncombe County Commissioners and for Buncombe County government's support of the Family Justice Center. We believe that it's an important step forward in allowing victims to have one place where they can go to get safety and support as their family begins to heal from the trauma they've experienced.
We at Buncombe County Health and Human Services are very excited for our Family Justice Center. We believe it brings continuity of service. Victims and children will be safer. They'll understand the roles of all these agencies involved in the Family Justice Center, and they'll understand how they can get better help, really empower victims and children. Social workers partner already with law enforcement, Helpmate, and we refer to Our Voice. So this isn't new, the partnership. What is new is being in the same location and building collaboration, having those hard conversations around when we don't work well together and how can we do that better. We believe this will ultimately make us stronger.
As a victim of domestic violence myself, and not having access to the services, I have the firsthand knowledge of the frustration, the fear, and being overwhelmed. And working with victims, this is the main reason why I became a forensic nurse, so that I can work with victims. And the Family Justice Center is going to be a tremendous service to victims of violence and of any sort.
If you or someone you know is a survivor of domestic or sexual violence, there is help and there is hope. You can come to the Family Justice Center at 35 Woodfin, or feel free to call us. If you'd like more information, please check out our website. If you need immediate assistance, call 911. And if you need someone to talk to after regular business hours, please reach out to Helpmate or Our Voice's 24-hour hotlines.